The journey to developing mastery, as noted in Robert Greene's book Mastery, is the transition from student to apprentice to master. Greene considers capturing that heightened sense of enlightenment we feel when the pressure is on, and 5 strategies for finding our life's task. Hi, I'm Carol Williams-Glenn, Agency Manager at Western Kentucky University's Image West and new Media Design Master Student at Full Sail University. I would like to invite you to take a moment to explore my personal journey and a few concepts to help clear the path. Who I desire to become. That is an enormous question to consider, but after much thought, I've arrived at a simple answer: my best possible self. As a creative, as a manager of creatives, as a designer, and personally as a wife and mother of 3 beautiful cats. As a professional, I hope to continually evolve and help my interns and students become their best possible self. This desire is uncomplicated, but it is enormous, and I am ready to take on the challenge. I would like to say that my personal journey to developing mastery in my field starts here with my goal to begin a master's degree, but really it started much earlier. Since I was a child, I have been exploring visual communication and practicing the craft as much as I can, which leads me to one of my favorite strategies, as noted in Greene's Mastery: return to your origins, the primal inclination strategy. As Greene mentioned in section 1 of strategies for finding your life's task, for masters, their inclination often presents itself to them with remarkable clarity in childhood. It's interesting that children see their path early, yet struggle to hold on to that passion until later in life. Of course, every path has ups and downs. I was surprised when I read Occupy the Perfect Niche, the Darwin strategy. I found it interesting and relatable that even Darwin experienced depression and loneliness before finding his niche where his skill and mastery could flourish in an uncluttered sector. Sometimes we feel motivated by money, fame, and power, or perhaps we feel pushed by our family. But as Greene noted in Mastery, we must avoid the false path. That's the rebellion strategy. It may be tempting to seek approval or fortune, but as Greene noted, we must rebel against those forces to find our true path. It may also be tempting to hold on to our past and past way of doing things, which leads us to let go of the past, the adaptation strategy. As noted in Greene's book Mastery, coming into the realization that you are solely responsible for and must take care of yourself means that you must let go of the past and you must adapt to the future to continue to thrive. As we travel through life's journey, we can see the negative effects of deviating from our life's path. We must find our way back, as Greene noted in the life or death strategy. In reading this section, I was reminded of Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken, where he remarks, "Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then I took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear." The poem goes on to say, "I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back." Robert Frost expressed that although there were obstacles in the path he chose, he knew he would not go back for the other path. I believe this poem to be a metaphor for life and the necessity of choosing your true path, since returning is an arduous, if not impossible, process. As I look to the next 10 years of my career, I must consider my dream career path. But to look forward, I must first look back. My rural Kentucky great-grandmother sent her daughter to college in 1953 to become a teacher. She would later watch her own daughter, my mother, go to college to become a teacher. Now my mother is watching me follow in their footsteps. My dream career starts with becoming a professor within the next 10 years, then becoming a department head within the next 10 years after that. You see, much as the women who came before me, I feel compelled to help others grow and develop. Mixing that with my true passion, graphic design, I feel like I can travel down the path of my life's journey and help others along the way. Now, as I look forward, I must set goals. In the next 3 weeks, I plan to set 2 Jumpstart goals. Jumpstart Goal 1, I will start taking notes while reading. This may seem small, but as an avid reader, I tend to indulge. Instead, as I read, I will note important highlights and detail my thoughts before moving on. Jumpstart Goal 2, as suggested in Greene's book Mastery, I will dedicate periods of 2 to 3 hours with limited distractions so that I may focus and become as present in what I am doing as possible. Thank you for taking a moment to explore my personal journey. It's been a pleasure. I'm Carol Williams-Glenn. Thank you and goodbye.